Now people, during that infamous one done one order case, the notorious gangster Andre Blackman, he said that there's only one done, any other than a Clarendon. Well people, guess what? There's a self-professed Don in Clarendon. His name is Mr. Wilbert Graham, also known as BITTA. He has a wife that knows everything about his criminal organization. He also had a side chick. Her name is Shade. Shade knew everything about his criminal organization also. That was until his wife realized that he was cheating on her. So therefore, Mr. BITTA and Shan, they orchestrated the takeaway of Shade, the side chick. After the side chick started to have all sorts of demands, after she was pregnant, she wanted all sorts of child support. And she also knew his business ins and outs. So therefore, they decided that they were going to get rid of her. And they did try. This man feels as if he is untouchable. This man feels as if he is one of those persons that is guarded by the duppy. He is also guarded and protected by the popo. I am going to go to the intro and then I am going to come back and give you the full details. ¿Qué pasa, sapa, say what they do? Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. Now a couple of months or maybe a year or so ago, I spoke about an incident that took place in a place called Clarendon. As it pertains to this beautiful brownie that you see on the screen, her name is Shade. Shade was taken into the house of a man known in the street as BITTA. Wilbert Graham is his government name, and his wife Shan. They do all sorts of criminal activity. They also do legitimate business that is funded by the criminal organization. One of those legitimate business is what they call round robin. That is when different bars, they engage in what they call like some sorts of partner. One week this bar throw it, the next week the next bar throw it, and all of the bars would come together and support. Because of the fact that Shade is brown, he would use Shade on those round robin to make the money and attract the customers, the clientele, especially the male. However, it seems as if some of those nights they were going on the round robin. Shade was staying by the house because him claims that Shade was his cousin. That is what he told the girlfriend or the wife. Her name is Shan. However, it seems as if when they went out and they got back home tipsy, he was creeping in Shade's room. They were having all sorts of sex, and Shade got pregnant. Shade decided that she was going to keep the child. She was going to be the mother of that child. So therefore, there was all sorts of rumors going around that Mr. BITTA, Mr. Wilbert Graham, breed Shade. And then Shade wanted all sorts of monetary compensation. However, Mr. Wilbert Graham did not want to pay this. And the fact that Shade knew about his business, and make it even worse, she wanted to demand money for her child. She wanted to take him to court. He decided that he was going to take her away. Based on the information, it is said that when BITTA's wife, Shan, found out that she was pregnant, Shade was pregnant for BITTA, she decided that, listen, Shade cannot stay here. She don't have to go home, but she got to get the HELL out of here. It is said that when Shade got kicked out, a young man whose mother runs some sorts of wholesale, him feel sorry for her, so therefore him pick her up and he asked his mother to supply her with all sorts of top shelf liquor, all sorts of liquor, and she opened her own bar. This was when some sorts of jealousy started creeping as it pertains to BITTA and Shan, his wife and husband. So she decided that they were going to go there, meaning BITTA, and take away this lady furniture from our house, take away our phone, And as a matter of fact, it even got worse. They decided that they were going to take her out. So one day, Shadi was at the business establishment, like me say, a bar, them have poker box and everything. She started to kind of get back on her feet. However, BITTA heard that she was seeing somebody, and that person was the person that she was catching with or leasing, the business that she was running. Him decides, him go take her away. Based on the information, it is said that BITTA and his wife, they hired the services of their son, an ex-youth named TJ, an ex-youth named Meeks. Their son's name is Garnet. They went at Shadi's business while she was there, and them tried to take her out. She was conned up a couple of times in the head. However, she did not lose her life. There was also a next young man, he was playing poker box when the people came in. Them blazed him up a couple of times in the upper body. However, him act as if him DEAD, he played possum. Played as if he did not have any sorts of life. Based on the information, it is also said, when Mr. BITTA sent those people to take back Shadi's furniture, he also took a cell phone. It was that cell phone that he took that the Popo and her, through communication, knew exactly where the furniture what BITTA bought for her was. They were taken to her house along with the phone. So therefore, the fact that Shadi, after she got conned up, when the Popo came on the scene, she told them exactly who came to take her out. It was TJ, it was Meeks, and it was their son. His name is Garnet. So the Popo knew exactly who attempted or who tried to take away this lady. The case went to courts. The youth named TJ, this is TJ's picture right here on the screen. He even confessed that yes, it was Shan, and yes, it was BITTA, specifically Shan, who paid me to take away Shadi's life. Shan and also BITTA were locked up along with a couple other persons, including TJ. However, for some strange reason, they are out on bail. Don't know what type of judge them have. Don't know what type of investigators they have. But people, like I told you before, this man, Mr. Wilbert Graham, and his wife, they are pretty much like some sorts of Teflon Don. They are untouchable. And bad enough the fact that they are untouchable, they often brag and taunt the system. Taunt the Popo, saying that him have all sorts of gathering. Nobody can do him anything. Nobody can lock him up for any sorts of extended time. He has the Popo in his pocket. He has money. He has power. So whenever he gets in any sorts of trouble, all the time he gets locked up for the same thing over and over. The jail cell is like a revolving door. He keeps going in. He keeps getting out, even in the case of attempted MVRD3R. As a matter of fact, it is said that Mr. Graham tried to get some sorts of license fire piece. However, because of his criminal record, which is extended, and his reputation, he was denied on several occasions. However, what he did is made his wife, Shan, go and get this license. However, since the incident as it pertains to Shadi, they lost that license. They were locked up for attempted takeaway. However, unfortunately, like a lot of cases in Jamaica, money talks and BS walks. So therefore, they are out. This lady, Shadi, like I showed you, pictures of her in the hospital, laying upon her dying bed. All sorts of con in her head. She was lucky just to be alive. However, the assailants, the mastermind in the case, they are out scot-free as if nothing happened. So here's the inner runnings of the operation by the kingpin, self-proclaimed Mr. Wilbert Graham, O.C. BITTA. This is a type of man that acts as if he is some sort of mentor to the youths. However, instead of being a mentor, he is more of a master manipulator, a criminal-minded person that recruits these youths. So he has a big house in a place called MES River. All of the criminal elements hang out there in the day. They would often cook proceeds of crime, pray their larceny. May I talk about goat, may I talk about cow. They would go out and they would rob farmers of their cows, of their sheep, any kind of livestock. They would then kill these livestock. Then them come back and BUTCHER the meat and put them in all sorts of deep freezer. And if you talk as the farmer, you end up in also a deep sleep. So I am showing you the conscience of this man. This man recruits youths from in the neighborhood, youths from all over. He uses them and then he blackmails them. So therefore him send them out on a mission and then he would probably call the popo upon them if them are act up. If them act up and decide that they want to leave, they more than likely are going to be the target of his other recruits who are willing to take them out to stay in the mansion. May I talk about Thug Mansion, may I talk about the Gangster Mansion. So therefore, him recruit the youth them from in a Clarendon. As a matter of fact, his next job of trade. It is said that he is one of the biggest suppliers of black market car and car parts. If you're a dealership and you buy a crash car and you want to fix them up, whether you're there Mandeville, whether you're there Manchester, whether you're there St. Elizabeth, any of those surrounding environments, he would supply any and everybody. If you have your vehicle, if I want truck, if I want car, and them see it and them want it, them are going to send people for it. They are going to take your vehicle, your truck or your car, and then them are going to take it, go to the scrap yard, and them are going to sell it to all sorts of dealer, whether you are a car dealer or whether you are a parts place. So therefore, he dibbles and dabbles in any sort of criminal organization or criminal act. Once money there in there, he is involved. Based on my intelligence, it is said that Mr. BITTA, he also dibbles and dabbles in the consignment business of liquor. However, he would not buy his liquor through J. Ray and Nephew. He would have his liquor recruits go around to bars in St. Elizabeth, Mandeville, Manchester, surrounding areas. Not only did he break into the people them place, he broke down them poker box, thief out all of the money, detach the poker boxes from the walls, take these people liquor, whether cheap liquor or top shelf liquor, and then he would fence it off to his poor friend. That person name is Mr. Brian Davis, JCF officer. He sells consignment. So this is one of the person that he would bring the stolen goods to, whether it has a poker box them, whether at the poker machine, whether at the liquor, whether at anything, any at all. He would be the fence or he would be the supplier to all of the criminal elements. So therefore, if you want to have some sorts of round robin, if you want poker box to buy, if you want parts, him have everything. He dibbles and he dabbles in everything criminal from A to Z. So not only is he a fence for all sorts of stolen goods, he also supplies other persons that are fences for stolen goods, including liquor. So anything you want in that department, he has it. He also is said to support the businesses, the round robins that are held by Popo. So when the average person comes and them spend a 4 or 5 grand, these people that are cronies with Mr. BITTA, Mr. Graham, when them come and them a buy out the bar, them a spend $60,000, $50,000, $40,000 as if it is nothing. So therefore call it, this is their extortion money. This is the way that they do business with the popo to keep them quiet. If the popo needs any sorts of stolen good, whether a meat, if the popo needs any sorts of car parts or even a whole car, they can supply it. Based on information that I am getting, not only is he the main person as it pertains to stolen cars in the vicinity of Manchester, Mandeville, St. Elizabeth and the adjoining areas. It is also said that he opened shop in a place called Claremont that is in St. Anne, where all of the vehicles that were being stolen and scrapped for parts, he was the major person that is involved in that. He was in this operation with his cronies. Based on the popo information, it is said that Mr. Wilbert Graham, again his name was called up. He was arrested, not his first time, not his second time. Predial thief, car thief, goat thief, sheep thief, cow thief. Any sorts of thievery that you can think about from A to Z. However, it seems as if he can never spend more than a couple of days in the big yard. So therefore, he attempted to take away his ex, supposed to be his cousin Shade. She lived to tell the tale. She called up the name, the son, Garnett, Meeks, and also TJ. Here is the story as it pertains to TJ. Like many of the recruits, him bring them in, so therefore they felt as if they have some sorts of loyalty. He will get them to do just about anything from A to Z. However, when TJ realized that the pressure was on him for Shade's attempted takeaway, him talked to the popo. However, he won't say anything in accord. So therefore, Mr. Wilbert, BITTA and his wife, Shan, they are out on bail. Because it seems as if TJ, the recruit, is afraid of him. They are afraid of the backlash, and people, you cannot blame them. So it only shows you not only is this man a criminal, a thief, a klepto, he is also a MERDERER, that highest person to hit people in which he think is going to intervene and stop his criminal organization. So people, at the end of the day, this man is a self-confessed Don, said that he is untouchable. People try to KILM him before, and when them press the trigger, it couldn't go off because he is guarded. Him have some sorts of ring. He said, look how much time them lock me up and them can't keep me down, and people, you cannot blame him because the facts show that he has the popo in his pocket. The facts show that he is the go-to person, defense any sorts of meat, any sorts of car, any sorts of anything that is stolen from A to Z. As a matter of fact, if you're a farmer and you have your pump them where you use to irrigate your place, him go thief the pump them, and if you talk, you're going to end up DEAD. It is even said that he operated a chop shop / garage in which if you bring your vehicle for fix, him go fence out your vehicle, him go thief out your parts, and if you talk, you're going to end up DEAD. This man don't care about anything other than money. There is no sorts of loyalty. He recruits everybody from A to Z. And whenever him use them, he is no sorts of mentor. He is a master manipulator. So therefore, all of these young youths that he have around them as shatter are thieves. If them decide that them want to leave, they can no longer be a part of this criminal organization. He blackmail them. And the ones that want to stay, want to be a part of the criminal organization, he uses them to get rid of these people because him feel as if them know him business. And that was the same thing as it pertains to Shade. She knew too much and she wanted too much. She wanted support for her child. And the wife, me talk about Shan and BITTA, decided she had to go. However, they tried, but she is still alive. Don't know what type of vegetative stage she's in because, like me say, she get caught up in the eye, at least 2 in the melon. The other person that was also there, he almost lost his life. He played possum. He played as if he is DEAD. Moral of the story is that the people in Clarendon, they need to get rid of BITTA. The popo JCF, Stephanie Lindsay, the Commissioner of Popo. I am giving you everything in intricate details. It is upon you because these people are under siege, and even the people that have the guts and the BALLS. So I am telling the Popo, I am telling the farmers, I am telling the bar owner who are the menace in their society. And it is not as if they don't know. People are afraid. People are afraid to go to the Popo because them know that this man BITTA have the Popo in pockets. This man is supplying. This man is giving these people all of these stolen goods. They are beneficiaries of crime. I am speaking about the Popo. I told you about BITTA. I told you about his wife, Shan. She facilitates, she knows everything. She even made him get some sort of legal fire piece when he could not get one. So the main players, like I said, BITTA, his wife, Shan, his son, Garnet, Meeks, TJ, one of the recruits that is responsible, confessed that yes, the wife paid him to take away Shadi. Then there's also John, there's also Genroy, there's also Jason. Jason was taken out by John and Glenroy. Genroy, I think the person's name. Meeks and them also. These are just a few people that the Popo might want to be interested in. The people that are victims might want to be interested in. Leave it up to the Popo to do their job. However, it seems as if the Popo, they are not interested. So therefore, they need a few good men that have some sorts of BALLS, intestinal fortitude. If you want your community to change, then you have to do the right thing like Mr. CHIN. You know exactly what I talk about. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.